name is Stephanie, and I'm a client of MTF. And I want to tell you about my beloved pet, Jack. I live alone and I have no family living. So living with severe mental health diagnosis means that I have to take full responsibility for how I manage my mental health well-being. And it has been tested by the loss of Jack. I have animals, and the ones I have are my surrogate children, and they are my family. 11 years ago, I took on 2 puppy farm rescues. They were 10 weeks old, and both had medical issues that had to be dealt with. Without proper supporting records, we had to take a guess as to their breeds, and we thought that one, the little girl, was a border terrier stroke chihuahua cross, and I named her Daisy. And the boy we thought was the Cavalier King Charles, Bichon Frise cross, and I called him Jack. I'm going to show you the photo. Jack is the one with his tongue sticking out. They each developed their own personalities, and they were very different. Daisy would follow me everywhere and would get so excited whenever people came to the door, whereas Jack was more quiet. But he was a dustbin in terms of eating everything in sight, and useless as a guard dog, as he would roll over for anyone who came to the door wanting his tummy tickled. I have 12 ducks, and Jack would always go and collect one each morning and bring it to me in exchange for a chew, and the egg would be in perfect condition. Christmas was always great fun because I would wrap chews up in layers of wrapping paper and then let them tear them apart. The room looked like a bomb had hit it, but it was hilarious to watch. Then last December, Jack became very unwell. He developed some mental conditions over the last few months, but nothing serious. But suddenly he became very unwell, and I took him to the vets, and his kidneys had failed. I had taken him there thinking that the vets could fix whatever was wrong, and they said that they wanted to keep him in and give him fluids and do blood tests to find out what was wrong. I got a phone call an hour later explaining that his kidneys had failed, and he was suffering and could not be healed. I had to make the decision that every pet owner dreads, that there and then I had to put him to sleep. My heart broke as my last memory of Jack is of me holding him on the vet's examination table and Jack looking straight into my eyes, begging me to come home before the vet took him away to do the tests. I remember sitting in my car and breaking down, sobbing my heart out. And 2 days later, I just sat on my bed, crying I just wanted Jack home. It was difficult because Daisy was missing her brother and didn't know where he was. They had always done everything together. I was missing him so much that by the 20th of December I was having suicidal thoughts that I would end mine and Daisy's life. But I had other pets to care for, so I knew I needed help. I vaguely remembered that on my pet insurance website I had seen a category called support. So I went online and they gave me a contact number for a service I'd never heard of. It was called the Blue Cross Pet Bereavement Support Line. So I rang it straight away, and a wonderful, friendly voice introduced themselves, and for the next hour she listened as I poured my heart out about Jack. And she was amazing. She had suffered the loss of a pet, and she knew exactly how I felt. She gave me some wonderful ideas to help with my grief, and she also helped me to understand how I could support Daisy, as Daisy was grieving too. It was just wonderful to talk to somebody who understood, and we ended the conversation with her telling me that I could call them any time, and also said that out of hours I could call the Samaritans, who could also help me. Daisy and I are even closer now, and we light a candle for Jack every evening, and that will continue as long as I need it to. I have his ashes by my bed, and he is the last pet I say goodnight to every evening. I was curious about the Blue Cross service, and so I looked it up again and found that it was staffed by volunteers, all of whom have lost pets, and they undergo a 20-week training course. I wanted to help others, so in May 24 I can apply to train as a counsellor. Their policy states that you have to wait 6 months from when your pet died before you can apply, so it is on my calendar, waiting for May to be turned to. So if you have lost a pet, I hope you know you are not alone, and if in the future, if in the future you lose a beloved pet, just remember there is help there for you, and who knows, it might be me on the end of the phone. For my beloved Jack, thank you.